Okay.
All right, awesome. Well, good morning, everyone. My name is Scott Rogowski. I'm the director of the NorCal SBDC Small Business Development Center Finance Center. This is our small business town hall meeting that we bring to you every Monday, Wednesday. This is our disaster relief loan updates and presented to you by NorCal SBDC and the Finance Center. This is our 46th session since March, so it's been a long jaunt. It's probably been as long for us as it has for you with saving and surviving your business and helping businesses navigate the arduous process of getting capital regarding these disaster loans. So today is Monday. Hopefully everyone had a wonderful weekend. Today is July 27th. We're almost out of July, surprisingly. We are definitely all in this together. And going into a quick introduction, Northern California SBDC network, we cover the most 36 northern counties of the state of California. We go from the Oregon border down the coast to Santa Cruz. We cover all 9 counties of the Bay Area. We go southeast to Stockton, then back up through the Nevada and the Oregon border. SBDC, Small Business Development Centers, we've been around 40 years. This is our 40th year. We are a national program. We are federally funded by SBA, Small Business Administration. And then locally in the state of California, we're funded by the Governor's Office of Economic Development, which is called GoBiz. And because of this funding, we come to you, business owners, existing business owners, organizations, startups, early stage entrepreneurs, at no cost. We work with you one-on-one advising at no cost. We have specialists around HR, hiring, firing, employee specialists. We have manufacturing. We have an amazing restaurant program. So if you want to start a restaurant or you're just trying to save your restaurant, we have an amazing restaurant program that goes through all the nuts and the bolts, everything that it would take to start, run, operate, sustain, grow your food business. We also have individuals that specialize in e-commerce, international trade, marketing, sales and growth strategies, and also very timely resilience, how to deal with succession planning or staying afloat, keeping your business in business. So these are all the services that we provide at no cost. This call and every Monday, Wednesday, we bring you updates from the Finance Center. And the Finance Center is a group of about 50 or 60 loan advisors that do nothing but helping business owners access capital. Before COVID, that was for startups and growth and buying buildings and buying equipment, buying people and staff and marketing and all that great stuff. During COVID, we've had to specialize in understanding the intricacies of PPP, the Paycheck Protection Program, EIDL, Economic Injury Disaster Loan, the state loan guarantee in the state of California, and then any other loan programs that are coming out or being created as we speak. Again, my name is Scott Rogowski. I'm the director of the NorCal SBDC Finance Center. Sunita Maharaj is the associate director. She's going to be helping answer questions. She's probably not going to come off mute. She has some construction going on in her house. So it'd be me. And then from SBA, we have David Castaneda from the Sacramento District Office. And we also have the interim deputy director, Carrie Ellenwood from the Sacramento District Office, who will give us an update a little bit later when we get there. So for a quick agenda, we have a disclaimer. We have the EIDL and PPP parameters, local and national PPP lenders, state guarantee disaster loans, what we can do to help you get money, an SBA update, and then upcoming webinars. So disclaimer, there's a disclaimer on the bottom that's in small print. If you love to read small print, you can check it out. But for us, the big print, things are changing all the time. This information was correct when we put the presentation together, but things are changing all the time. So EIDL is reopened. It has been reopened for, I don't know, maybe the last 3 or 4 weeks. It's open for all types of businesses, including 501c3, which is a charitable organization, C4, which is usually an educational organization, and C6, which is usually a membership-based organization like a chamber or a business organization. So there is no more EIDL Advance. You can apply for the EIDL loan today for all types of businesses, including 501c3, 4, and 6. there would be no box to check for an idle advance. The idle advances are distinguished, they're all done. They allocated all the money and gave out as much as they allocated, which is about 20 billion. The PPP is reopened and is set to sunset on August 8th. So you have from now till August 8th to apply for the Triple P. It's open up so you have about 2 weeks remaining to apply. So we recommend that you apply. There's plenty of money out there for you to apply. I'm not sure how much. Maybe Carrie, you'll have an update on that. But there's still probably 80 to 100 billion left, but we'll get an update. So we want you to not hesitate to apply, regardless of what you hear in the news, whether you hear from your friends or family or business partner or mom or dad or whoever. Please do not hesitate to apply. Don't discourage you from your applying. We won't know if you're approved until you apply. So please just apply. Don't hesitate. All right. So EIDL and PPP parameters. So we have it here for you. This is just a side-by-side comparison. We created this from scratch, just from kind of putting things together and hearing what you want to hear. So the EIDL's on the left, the PPP's on the right. The rate for the EIDL has stayed the same as long as they launch. 2.75% for nonprofits, 3.75% for for-profits, 30 years for everyone. 11 months deferral for everyone. Interest does accrue, so your first payment for the EIDL is not due until the first of the 12th month. If you get a loan over $25,000, they will ask for collateral. If you have it, great. If you don't worry. It won't hinder your ability to get approved. If you get over $200,000, they will ask you for a personal guarantee. Under $200,000, no personal guarantee, which is awesome. There's no forgivable part about the EIDL. It is 100% a loan, not forgivable. You can use the money to pay for all operating expenses, cost of goods, interest debt payments, monthly debt payments. You cannot spend it on expansion equipment, paying off full amounts of loans, or any tax liens or old taxes that are due. Moving over to Triple P, it's a 1% loan for everyone. If you got a loan before June 5th, you received a 2-year payout. If you received a loan after June 5th, you received a 5-year payout. If you received a loan before June 5th and you received a 2-year payout and now you want a 5-year payout, you have to go back to your lender, negotiate, and get a 5-year payout. This is negotiations you have to do by yourself. Lenders may or may not be aware of this change. It is law, so they have to abide by it regardless of what they tell you or say to you. And if you have issues with that, please come to us or call us and we can help you. Payment deferral on PPP has changed for everyone. It used to be 6 months. Now it's 10 months after your chosen covered period. So if you choose 8 weeks, it'll be 10 months after 8 weeks, which is the first 8 weeks. 10 months after the first 8 weeks is meaning you don't have to make a payment until March of next year, which is amazing. So you have plenty of time. 10 months after a 24-week period is a lot longer. It's probably like really close to September, October of next year, which is amazing. So it's 10 months after your covered period, chosen covered period. There's no collateral or personal guarantee required regardless of any amount with the PPP. Very awesome. You can potentially get up to 100% forgivability with the PPP if you spend the money appropriately, which is 60% or more on payroll costs, including state taxes, 40% or less on utilities, mortgage interest, monthly payments, and or rent. What you're not allowed to spend the PPP money on is workman's compensation, federal taxes, and anything that's not part of the 4 uses of the acronym RUPE, which sounds funny, but it's clear in what it means. So RUPE is rent, utilities, payroll costs, and interest mortgage payments. All right, so local lenders, national PPP lenders, if you go to www.sba.gov/paycheck protections/find and type in your zip code where you live or where your business is, you can find lenders locally. In the second iteration of this, you are able to find more smaller local nonprofit CDFI micro lenders than you were before that are offering triple P loans. So please go there and check it out. Locally in the Sacramento North, you can go to Banner Bank, or if you're in the Bay Area and a little bit more south, you can go to California Bank and Trust. They are another lender that is accepting non-customers. Also heard that US Bank is accepting non-customers, and I'm sure there's some other local big banks that are accepting non-customers. That was an issue before, but now California Bank and Trust, US Bank, and some other big banks are accepting non-customers, including some of the smaller banks like Banner Bank. You can go nationally, go to bluevine.com and apply now, and they have access to thousands of lenders across the country that you may not have time to shop out. They can do it for you at no cost, which is awesome. All right, so FDC stands for Financial Development Corporation. There's SBA, which is federal. SBA is federal. Then there's FDCs, which are state. So SBA is a federal guaranteed loan. All the 7As and 504s that you may or may not know about are SBA guaranteed loans. The Triple P is a SBA guaranteed loan, and the EIDL is a direct SBA loan. So there's also state guaranteed loans out there in the state of California. There might be more in other states, but since we're in California, there's two in our region. We have one in Sacramento called California Capital. Debbie Miramoto's CEO, so her and her team do an excellent job helping place capital for the state guaranteed disaster loans. Then there's NorCal FDC in Oakland, and they do an excellent job as well. Sanford Livingston is the CEO over there, and him and his team, Chris Horton, they do an excellent job placing capital in the Bay Area for guaranteed disaster loans. So we can help you find a lender. This is something that you'd recommend to come to us first to help you find a lender. The amounts are between $5,000 and $1 million. So say you got declined, you were declined for PPP or EIDL, or you didn't get as much as you wanted from PPP or EIDL, then you can come to us and we can help you apply for a state loan guarantee, and we can get you the extra capital that is needed. There's about $50 million in the pot for this in the state of California. So please reach out to us. There's plenty of money, plenty of lenders, and plenty of ways to access the capital. The rates have been between 4.25 and 5.25, which is about 1 to 2 over prime, which is 3.25. Depending on the lender, you will receive a 6 to 12 month deferral. The guarantee fee can be incorporated into the loan. There is a guarantee fee, just like there's an SBA guarantee fee. And then there's potentially minimal bank fees, depending on the lender. All right, so what can we do for you to get the money? So we have 18 centers in Northern California SBDC region or network. We have 18 centers. If you know who your local center is in a certain city or county, we have 18 of them. So you can find us, you can Google us, you can look in any county that you are in, and you can find the local SBDC Small Business Development Center. If you have trouble finding it, you can reach out to us. You can call us or email. We can help you find it. Or if you're not getting the help that you need from them, or they're at capacity, then we can help you. And the way that we help to get access to capital for you, with with your CPA and bookkeeper and whoever else you have within your company, we meet with you, and actually we don't meet, not anymore. We just do a Zoom or a call or a text message or whatever, an email. We can do a quick fundability test, make sure that you're fundable, make sure you have all the right pieces of the recipe to put together a loan package and a loan approval and funding. We can help you with a credit letter of explanation. If your credit's not so great, whether you had a bankruptcy, short sale foreclosure, tax lien, child support, alimony, whatever it may be, we can help you write a really good letter to support your story as to what happened and why did it happen and what you've done since to make it better. So we'll help you collect and organize your financials, your personal financial statement, your personal business taxes, year-to-date income statement and balance sheet if you're an existing business, your current 30-day pay stub if necessary, if it makes sense to use that as secondary resource of payment to pay back the loan. Business and expansion plans are usually asked for more now than before because of COVID, because we have no idea what's going to happen in the next 5 months of the year, or maybe all of the first half of 2021. We're not sure, so we got to write some really good plans and with assumptions and projections, and it kind of needs to make sense as much as we can predict, since we can't predict the future, especially with COVID. So we can help you pre-qualify you and your business for a loan. It's not common practice for you to go out into the marketplace and pre-qualify yourself for a business loan like it is for a home loan, but we can do that for you, with you, at no cost. So essentially think of us as your business broker, your loan agent, your loan packager. The one thing that we do really well is we'll help you introduce the right lenders. You don't have to go out there and shop the marketplace. And so that you don't have to run your credit several times to find the best loan for you and your business. So besides helping you organize your financials, what we do really well is we help you take those financials, your credit story, your collateral, all that great stuff, and put it together in a really nice story or package to help you structure your loan so that you know what kind of loan is best for you, for your business, so that you can afford it. And we help kind of work through that before we go talk to lenders to make it easier, so that we have a better chance of helping you get the money that you need. So we can do all this for you at no cost. All right. So we have the SBA slide here. So we have the interim deputy director for the Sacramento District Office, Carrie Ellenwood, on the call, and she can go over the SBA updates.
Great, thank you. Appreciate it, Scott. Good to see you. Hi, everyone. I want to let you know, as of July 26th, there have been 5,009,228 Paycheck Protection Program loans made for $519,601,055,058. So a lot of those loans have gone out. As Scott mentioned earlier, we do still have lenders that are actively using this program and helping additional small businesses, even those that aren't their customers. The program will sunset on August 8th. And right now, that average loan size is at $103,729. So the loan size is actually continuing to reduce. Scott asked the question regarding our remaining balance in the PPP funds, and there's still $130,096,258,000 out there for small businesses. So as Scott said, go reach out to the SBDC if you need help putting your loan application together for that paycheck protection loan. In addition to the Paycheck Protection Program, the EIDL loans are still open and available for small businesses. This is a direct loan from SBA, so you do need to go to the sba.gov website and apply through that portal there. That program, when the funds are exhausted, will discontinue, but in the meantime, please do go there and apply for those funds. As Scott mentioned, the EIDL advance, which was funded for $20 billion, has been exhausted. So if you have not received an EIDL advance, you will not receive an EIDL advance. At this point, those funds are no longer allocated to that program. The other thing that I would like to remind everyone, always during a disaster or a difficult time, there are people that want to take advantage of other people that are struggling. So please be mindful of any approaches made towards you for financing or options. If they claim to be with the Small Business Administration, please make sure that website ends in the word .gov. If it's a .com, a .net, a .biz, it is not the federal government, it's not SBA. So please be mindful of that, as well as pay attention to your personal credit and check on it every once in a while to make sure that no fraud's being committed against you. That's my update for today, Scott. Thank you.
Hey, Scott, I also have a couple of announcements. So again, the SBDC, Small Business Development Center, is one of the resources that the SBA funds and manages nationwide. But I'd like to talk also about some of the other resources, especially now. More than ever, a lot of our training has gone on webinars. So you can look at a lot of good classes that are going on throughout the United States. So for example, you can take advantage of sba.gov website. We have a good learning center there, so you can take self-paced classes and training. I also put all of this, the links on the chat box, what I'm talking about right now. Also, the Sacramento District Office, which covers Northern California, we have a lot of good classes and trainings that are going on. And we also incorporate a lot of our Small Business Development Center, SCORE, and Women Business Center classes on our website, and that's at the Sacramento District Office. And that link is on the chat box if you want to visit that one. Also, the America SBDC Center is having a really cool summit on the 20th of August. It's free. They're going to have more than 20 speakers. It's a 5-hour program. They are going to record it, but they are charging, I think it's $49 if you want the recording of it. But that sounds like a really cool event. It's free if you just want to, view it. So that's the American SBDC. It's called Survive and Thrive Summit, Think Differently. So that's 20th of August. And again, the links are on the chat box. SCORE is another one of our resource partners. They're volunteers and they help small businesses either start or grow. Most of the SCORE volunteers have owned businesses prior, and now they're giving their time to help small businesses. They have a really cool webinar too. It's called Reopening and Staying Open, how to assess the past 60 days and prepare for what's next. That webinar is on the 6th of August, and that is also free. And then in Northern California, we have a really cool little women's business center up in Mount Shasta, but they have a lot of cool webinars going on. They have one on the 18th of August. It's 7 steps to cultivating powerful customer service during COVID. Okay, so what I'm trying to make sure that individuals understand, we have a lot of resources that are out there that you can plug into that are all part of our resource partners, which is the Small Business Development Center, which is the training you're listening to today, SCORE, the Women's Business Center, and also we do have Veteran Business Outreach Center. Take a look at the chat box. The links are there. Go ahead and visit them and make use of those services. Thank you.
Thank you very much, David, and thank you very much, Carrie, for your updates. Great updates. Thank you very much. All right, so let's see. All right, so we have some upcoming webinars from NorCal SBDC. So today's the 27th, so the 23rd is over. The 28th is tomorrow. So we have this.
Do you want me to, Scott? Do you want me to tell people about these ones, as I know them intimately?
Yeah, definitely. If you're intimate with them, yes.
So we got a series coming up. So tomorrow morning, China Anderson, who many of you would have seen, she's been a guest speaker in here a couple of times, is going to be talking about in this time of change and racial understanding. Looking at trying to help your business getting a strategy together to get to a diversity and inclusion strategy together for your workplace. Our friends at the California Hispanic Chamber of Commerce are running a session on creating a value proposition for your business in Spanish tomorrow evening. Part 2 of our Are You Ready for Amazon session is on Thursday this week with the Let's Get You launched. So if you didn't get a chance to see part 1, you can, I'll put a link to the recording, but if you register for the part 2, it'll also give you a link to the part 1 where you can view it. So having worked out how to align yourself with Amazon to get ready, now we can get you ready to launch. Later on that day, Steve and Louise Dawson. So Louise Dawson is our restaurant program manager, who you heard Scott sing the praises of earlier on. We're talking about the business, the process for buying and selling a business, focusing on restaurants, but much of that will be applicable to buying or selling any business. We've got a partnership with an organization called Start Small, Think Big, who are going to be bringing us a series of legal-based webinars in August. So one of them is the legal essentials for doing business online, how to protect your online businesses there on the right side of things like copyright law and various social media rules. And then the restaurant program, we're doing a program in early August on launching an artisan food business. So that's on the Tuesday and Thursday of that first week. So a whole bunch of stuff available to people, as well as all the great things. And there's a whole bunch of stuff being done by your local SBDCs as well. So if you click on the link that's in there, and that link is a live link when you get your downloaded version, you will see all of the events that we're doing, plus all of the events that your local center are doing as well. So SBDC events /network calendar. Back to you, Scott.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Alan. Appreciate it. Good stuff. All right, cool. So so Wednesday, July 29th, which is 2 days from now, we have our lender panel. We keep having lenders that want to join this, so we added one more. We have a women-owned business loan fund. So women-owned businesses. It's a loan fund for women-owned businesses. There's a grant and a fund and a loan and a program, and it's pretty amazing. So our lender panel that we have this Wednesday, July 29th, we are bringing you 6 business lenders. As you can see, let's see here. There's one on here. The women-owned business loan fund is a micro lender. The other one from 25 to 250, that could be considered a micro lender depending on how much of a loan you get. But we have 3 Northern California local community banks that we're excited to have on the call. A non-bank real estate construction lender, and then an invoice financing accounts receivable, also known as factoring, which is a business funder since they're not actually a lender. They essentially advance you money on your accounts receivables that may take 30, 60, or 90 days to receive. They advance you the money, and then once you get paid, you pay it back. So yeah, we're really excited to have our first COVID quarantine lender panel webinar. Apologize it took us so long to get to you, but it is coming July 29th. Depending on the success of this, our first one on Wednesday, we will have more and bring more lenders to you. So I'm really excited. Hopefully you tell all your friends and family and your other business owner friends to join us this Wednesday, 10:30 to 12. We'll have an awesome lender panel for you. SBA will be there as well. And then we'll talk about how to get capital. All right. Now it's our portion of our Q&A. You can call us. It's best to call us at 833-ASK-SBDC. You can call us at 833-ASK-SBDC. You can go to ASKSBDC.com. You can download this webinar. You can view this webinar as we speak, since it's being live shared or shared live. You can also download other webinars that we've done in the past, whether we did them last week or a couple months ago. As you notice, there has been some information that has changed that we delivered in May or June or even April. A lot has changed. So this is the most updated information. You can email us at loans@asksbdc.com if you prefer email. Calling is best. You will get a hold of a live person right away. If you speak Spanish or you prefer to speak Spanish or have the content delivered in Spanish, you can join our Thursday calls that are all in Spanish. They talk about all this stuff that we're saying in English and Spanish. We have a great team in Sacramento called California Hispanic Chamber of Commerce's. They run an affiliate program for us, all in Spanish. They have advisors that teach nothing and advise nothing but in Spanish to get loans and to start and grow and hire and e-commerce and all this great stuff. All the same stuff that we do in English, they do in Spanish. So Oscar Garcia at the SBDC affiliate program in Sacramento is there to help you with his team. So we'll go into Q&A. We have about 150 people on the call. These calls have only been really going for not so long, about 30 minutes, but we will answer these questions. Sunita has answered about 26 of them. We only have 4 left, but we have a lot of time. And yeah, maybe we'll throw out a poll in a little bit, but let's go here. We have some really long questions here.
Scott, I'm going to need a little bit of a clue as to what you want in that poll so I can build it for when you need it.
So yeah, I just wanted to know like what people are looking forward to the most about our Wednesday panel.
Okay.
Is it like startup capital, or more disaster loan capital, or expansion capital. Maybe just like those three things.
Okay.
Yeah, something like that. Somebody says, I need recommendations for PPP lenders that will do small loans less than 10,000 to business that only had 2 months of operations before the shutdown. Client has already been rejected by PayPal. The Opportunity Fund and Lendistry applied last week to Bluevine and Funding Circle, but is not accepted by these yet. Are there any lenders that we should be considering? I don't know, David. It's a great question. Depends where they at. All right, let's see. Where are they located? Maybe you could just tell me where they're located at, David. We could try to find some lenders, unless Carrie knows. Or if they went on to SBA.gov, paycheck protection /find, and they we were able to find one locally to them, a smaller lender that is under 10,000.
Thank you, Scott. I would suggest that they might give the CDFIs a call. So there is California statewide, which is a CDC that does the Community Advantage program. They might be able to do a smaller loan for them in the paycheck protection arena. The other one that did a lot of those was CDC Small Business. They're out of the Bay Area. So that's C as in cat, D as in dog, C as in cat, small business. They're also a 504 lender that does the Community Advantage program and was doing quite a few of the smaller paycheck protection program loans. Thanks.
All right, thank you. All right, so why is SBA withdrawing applications when a borrower views her SBA loan offer but closes the email to do it later? Then when the borrower reopens the email, it shows the loan as declined or withdrawn. That automatic action from SBA is creating more work for everyone as the borrower, even after talking with an SBA customer service rep who makes notes on the loan app account, has to appeal the withdrawal and wait days before SBA responds. This is creating a lot of angst for small businesses. Who needs this money? I don't know.
I don't have an answer for that one, Scott, either. I would suggest that they, if they're local in the Sacramento area, give our district office a call at 916-735-1700. We have someone who is, might be able to help them a little more directly on that question.
All right, cool. Thank you very much, Carrie.
You're welcome.
All right, so David says they're in Contra Costa County. All right, it's for the under 10,000. All right, so all right,
CDC Small Business. Give them a try.
Okay. We're gonna say. A business owner who applied for EIDL did not accept or decline the loan. SBA told her to wait and the advance would automatically go into the account. However, this never happened. She had applied early enough in April and was a loan number, it starts with a 3. She is wondering why this happened. All right, so. We don't know, but Alex, I'll give you my info and we can maybe find out. Okay, let's see here. Somebody asked earlier and I answered it. What happens if you receive the PPP money and you don't want it and you want to pay it back? You can go ahead and do that. You just pay it all back to the lender that gave it to you. You may have to pay accrued interest from the time that you got the money to the time that you give it back. And other than that, there's really no prepayment penalties outside of that. Okay, a lot of people are way off. All right. For the person who is looking for less than 10,000, check Opportunity Fund. They're amazing. So thank you, Elizabeth. They said that Opportunity Fund declined them for less than 10,000. So maybe there are other things that are going on. So we'll figure that out. As a sole prop, if I use 60% of PPP for payroll, can the whole amount be forgiven, or do I have to give back 40%? I got it a few weeks ago. So you, the 60% that you use for payroll will be potentially 100% forgiven, but the other 40%, you can spend it on payroll, or you can spend it on rent, utilities, or interest mortgage payments. It will not be 100% forgivable. The other 40%, you have to spend it on something, or yeah, you can give it back if you want.
Sorry for the noise. I apologize, everybody. But spend the whole amount on your payroll for yourself. As long as it stays within the guidelines, you will be okay. So if you need the guidelines on how much you're able to spend, please reach out to us. 833 ASKSBDC. Sorry, I'm going to mute myself again off this noise. Apologize.
It's good stuff. All right, thanks. So 2 members only of an LLC, no employees. I don't have 940, 941, or W3. How can I apply for PPP? Well, you could just apply. No employees. I don't have 941. Okay, so you can apply. You may not get approved for. Actually, you can apply, and if you get approved, then you can use the money on the rent, utilities, or interest mortgage payments. Or if you somehow pay the 2 members, Anna, here, just call us and talk to us, and we will help you answer that question. SBA called Lift Me a Portal to upload info. The message is returned undeliverable address. It's not good, Debbie. If you receive an email from, you think, what is SBA, and then it's undeliverable, but just give us a call and we can help you navigate that. Find somebody for you to talk to. All right, so we answered 41 and still have about 140 people on the call. So everybody's being really quiet. Oh, look at that. There we go. Are both the grant and the EIDL loan non-reportable to the EDD? I don't know why they'd be reportable to the EDD unless you used it for payroll, but I'm assuming they're non-reportable to the EDD. I don't know, Tricia. You can call us and chat about it at 833-ASK-SBDC, but I don't know why you're asking that question. I think they're non-reportable. Is PPP taxable? Well, it's not taxable, but the monies that you use from the loan that were forgivable, you're not allowed to deduct those off your taxes and make them forgivable at the same time, but it's not taxable. Is there a link or resource that summarizes the loans approved and dispersed by California State Guarantee Program and the Main Street Launch Program? Things like number of loans, industry funded, average size of loans, maybe uses of loans, restructuring, expansion, acquisition, etc. Bill, that would be amazing if there was a list like that. There is no list. The Main Street program is mostly a failed program currently. From what we hear, we haven't heard of anybody really doing anything with it. We have some partners that are advocating on a national level in DC to possibly reroute some of the Main Street loan programs to smaller businesses that can request under $250,000. But Bill, there's no list. I mean, that'd be amazing. I don't know why you want that. It's just best if you apply or have your business owner apply. Here, I'll give you my phone number and we can talk about it. But I don't know how else to answer your question. Can I apply request for more EIDL loan amount after funding? You can try. I don't know. You can definitely try. Doesn't hurt to ask. You can ask. You may not get anything. You can't. I wouldn't apply for more EIDL loan funding. It'll confuse the system because you already got money. So you can possibly request from the person that emailed you. You can request more. You can try to request more. I applied for EIDL. Now SBA states to me that no one is working on my file and stated it didn't know when someone would look at my account. Can someone tell me why? I don't know. I don't know why SBA is telling everybody all this stuff. Who knows? All right, Joe. I'm gonna have you just get a hold of me. 4, 3, 4. And see what we can find out about you. Who do we contact to apply for a 504 loan? I have left some messages, sent some emails, and I want to ensure it's processed by 9/27. It's a good question. I don't know who you've been talking to, Ollie, or who you've been calling, but here, you can just text me and see what we can do for you. All right. When are we expecting the banks to kick off the PPP forgiveness process? Lots of clients asking about when they will need to start submitting the forgiveness documentation. So there is something that came out for the lenders last week that some lenders are going to start August 10th. I would wait for the lenders. I wouldn't like get, all excited and try to, if anything, I would tell your clients to start getting all their paperwork together, which we can help them get their paperwork together. You can help them get their paperwork together by gathering all their payroll, their rent, utilities, their receipts, like all that stuff. Get all that together, their 941s, their 940s, if they paid themselves through a transfer, show the receipts, show the bank statements, show the transfer, screenshots, all that great stuff, David. I would wait for the lender, unless Carrie has a different understanding about that, but I would wait for the lender before you start moving forward with forgiveness.
I would give the lenders until the 10th of August so that they can start learning the portal and having access to the portal, and then they will be able to accept your forgiveness application. Certainly, as Scott said, start filling out the form, start getting your information ready, and your lender will likely reach out to you. If they don't, shortly after the 10th, I would reach out to them. SBA is working to make it a streamlined process for the lenders, and hopefully that will assist you shortly after the 10th of August. Thanks, Scott.
You're welcome. Thanks, Carrie. All right, so it's 11:16. We've answered 48 questions, and maybe since we have a little bit of lull, Alan can launch the poll.
Okay.
And we can find out what people want.
So Scott, I did want to mention, a lot of people are asking about the loan application for forgiveness. The loan application is already on the Treasury website, and I believe SBA has it on their website too. I think some advisors were requesting that. I think there's confusion about the application and what went out on Friday in regards to the lender portal being open on the 10th. So that's where the confusion arises. The application is already there. If you guys need a copy of it, we can put it in the link. Sorry, we can put it in the link, and so you can have it.
All right. So Nita's keeping it spicy over there with a little bit of construction going on. Thank you, Monday morning. All right, Alan, how many people are answering in this poll?
So we have had 48 people respond so far, up to 50.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Maybe you should let it go a couple more minutes.
Yeah, give it another minute or so. There's people still responding to it. So.
All right. Can I get advice for how to pay the part of mortgage and utilities for EIDL loan and the payroll after the PPP is exhausted? Also, although I applied for EIDL advance before June 30th, I did not receive the advance discontinued by July 11th and no confirmation, thus will be not funded for us. Please advise. So, Carrie, didn't you say they may email them and tell them if they got it or not? Or
There was a group of emails sent out to people that hadn't received it, and I believe at this point, if they don't have the funds, they won't get the funds.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we're at 50% voting rate. That's pretty good. So we've had 67 people respond. I'm gonna give you 3 more seconds to click your response, and if not, I'm gonna end the poll now and share the results so we can see it. So this is what people want to hear about from the lender panel. 43% of people would prefer, those want to hear about disaster funding, and then kind of 28 or 29% between expansion and startup. So both of those really close on each other.
Huh. That's just so great. Half one startup and half one expansion. I guess that's good. It'll be a good lender panel, and disaster funding. Everybody wants disaster funding. We might have to add somebody to the panel for disaster funding, like the state loan guarantee. Because outside of PPP, there's no other really lenders that are doing straight up disaster funding that I know of. But
Scott, I think there's something through Sacramento County or the city, and San Joaquin also has some programs. If you're located in Sacramento County, City of Sacramento, City of Stockton, and San Joaquin County, you may want to go to their websites and see what they have. I did hear they had some programs that were disaster-related loans and/or grants for small businesses. I don't know the status or availability of funds as of today, but it's worth a look.
yeah, Sacramento did it really weird. They had everybody apply before they even had all their systems set up and everything. So you can't apply for the $25,000 grant or for 100% forgivable monies from the city of Sac. But there are other loan programs out there. There's there's the direct EDA grant for those 5 counties.
Right.
Yeah. That we talked to. There's a resilience fund in Nevada County. There's quite a bit of stuff in the Bay Area. So yeah. Seymour's rural service area from this demographic. Awesome. So Melanie out of Lake County, they're seeing a lot of requests around women's grants and loans funds in the rural area. So that's good. Sounds like they're going to get a lot out of the women's loan fund that we have.
So I wanted to throw out there too, I'm seeing a lot of questions regarding reconsideration. Please contact us so that we can help you through that process, because your letter may not give all the reasons why you were declined. So please reach out to us and we can help you through that. Call us at 833-ASK-SBDC.
All right, thanks. Joe Radola is one of our awesome advisors / employee up in Shasta County, Redding. He says they have 5,000 grant program, no payback for businesses in the county that didn't receive PPP or EIDL. That's cool. San Joaquin Revolving Loan Fund, RLF, has funds available specifically for COVID-related loans. Look at that. Thank you, Ed. It's great to know. There you go. I knew everybody knew more than we did. Look at that.
Wisdom of the crowd, eh?
Wisdom of the crowd. Yep, that's true. Well, it's 11:22. We have no questions. Please join us this Wednesday for our first lender panel, our first COVID lender panel. Hopefully, we're going to bring you a lot more. And maybe either once a month or once every other week, since these lenders aren't doing anything else. They're just chilling at their office. They can't go anywhere like we can't go anywhere. So might as well call them out and bring them up on a webinar and tell them all the great things they're doing or want to do around lending. Does anybody else have any last minute sharing items?
Nope.
Oh, look at that. Ed, he put the link in there for the San Joaquin worknet.org/business financing ASP. So that's good for the San Joaquin. It's great to know. Thanks, Ed. I'm sure, Ed, you told Nate McBride unless you are an advisor with Nate, maybe you are, who knows. Tell Nate McBride that, you should solicit that to all his clients. Nate McBride out there, SBDC director for San Joaquin, Delta College. So maybe you should tell all those people too, Ed. Can you please bring back the HR attorney? Need info on how to deal with staff being concerned for feeling sick, only temperature of 99.1, not a fever, but wanting to stay home. All right, Susan, just call us at 833 ASKSBDC and ask for an HR consultant. Unless you're already a client, Susan, you can go to your local person, local SBDC office, and ask for HR expert, and we can help you. We no longer have the attorney. We weren't cool enough to keep an attorney on staff. Just joking. The attorney had a bunch of other things to do, so we just don't have that person anymore. So, but we do have the amazing Shauna Anderson, who's on our team, HR expert. We also have somebody else by the name of Linda Sinyard. She's actually out of Reading. She's also another HR expert that can help you with that. So we have the services, but if you know who your local center is, you can go to them first. They also have a lot of HR experts as well. Thanks, Ed. Good to know that you and Nate are in the same office. Appreciate that. All right. So
looks like it's time to close down 5 minutes early, Scott.
Look at that. We put 5 more minutes back in your day.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Don't say we didn't give you nothing.
Coming this Wednesday, lender panel, it'll be probably an hour and a half. I know you guys will have a lot of questions probably, so plan for an hour and a half this Wednesday. If you can stay on, great. If you can't, then we are recording it. So we are excited to have our lender panel. So thank you very much. Have a great rest of the Monday, and we'll see you Wednesday.
All righty.
Thank
Bye,
you.
everybody.
Everyone.
See you Wednesday.